Hi, this is Dr. Sult with Just Be Well, and this is
Elizabeth,
also with Just Be Well, and we're going to talk more today about self-love and specifically self-acceptance. Tell me about self-acceptance.
for me, self-acceptance is accepting myself even though I'm not perfect. So accepting those things about me that I would like to change. And
So are you ever going to be perfect?
I am never going to be perfect.
Never? No, I'm never going to be perfect either. If we wait to love ourselves until we are perfect, we will never love ourselves.
No.
So acceptance doesn't mean that we think we're perfect. In fact,
It's admitting we're not.
it's admitting we're not. That's beautiful. It's admitting we're not, and it's really thinking about having compassion
For ourselves.
for ourselves. If you see someone who is really struggling, you don't think, oh, that's stupid so-and-so, but that's what we say to ourselves. If you see somebody who really needs compassion, is struggling, they need compassion.
We go and we support them and we lift them up with positive words and love and compassion.
Right. And what if we did that to ourselves? What if instead of, you lousy sack of dung, we actually said, wow, you're really struggling with this. Let's pause for a minute and have some compassion about that. So what does it mean to you when you hear the phrase, you are perfectly you?
Perfect and you for me doesn't really go together. But when I think I'm perfectly you, I think that I am perfectly me in spite of my imperfections.
Yeah, I agree. I think I am perfectly me, warts and all. I am perfectly me, shadows and all.
Mistakes and all.
Mistakes and all.
Failures
Flaws
and all.
Absolutely. We are perfectly us. And enlightenment and self-worth and, this whole progression of self-worth and self-love and, all these steps out to enlightenment are not becoming something different. I don't think we're looking to become different. We are who we are. And the more we love ourselves, actually, the more we change. It's not change so you can love yourself. It's love yourself and, as you said the other day, love yourself and watch the change happen, which I think is a beautiful way to say it. Accepting yourself, what's the ultimate goal? Why should we accept ourselves?
We should accept ourselves as we are. If we try to change ourselves, we will be continually trying to change ourselves because we can never be perfect. We are not perfect because there is no perfect. What is perfect?
People will come to our office sometimes and they'll say, do you see this spot right here? I just hate that spot. Could you take care of that spot? Sure, we can take care of that spot, and we do. And then they say, yeah, but do you see this spot right here? I really hate that spot. And nobody can see that from 6 inches away. But we get kind of addicted to the idea that we're so imperfect and we need to change everything. But really, that spot, we earned it. We earned that spot and that wrinkle. And we earned the gray hair and the gray beard and the glasses. We earned the glasses. And what all that means is it's just perfectly us. We are perfectly imperfect. So I think part of self-love is embracing
the things we don't love.
The things we don't love. Embracing the things we don't love. Accepting, having compassion for them, and accepting the perfection of imperfection. What does it mean? It means the next time you hear that noise in your head, you lousy, stupid sack of steaming dung. I'm really good at that one. That's my tape. That's my tape. We got to replace it. And this is where a really good exercise comes in. Take your phone and record yourself. Record yourself with a positive thing. You know the tape that's running in your head. Write that tape down. You lousy, no good, idiot, blah, 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 whatever noise you make in your head, and rewrite it. Rewrite it the way that you would talk to your best friend in your most compassionate voice. We'll be talking and I'll say something like, "You idiot," talking to me. If I talked to her like that, she'd punch me. And she will correct me. And it's a beautiful thing. She'll correct me. And that helps extinguish those noises in your head, but you can do this yourself by making a tape. Huh?
Tape, a recording, writing it down.
And everybody says, "Oh, I hate listening to my voice." What do you think?
But it's only for you.
It's only for you. And I got
world.
bad news for you. It's your voice. The recording is exactly how you sound. And you're used to hearing bone conduction to your own voice. But it's your voice. And as you listen to your own voice more and more, it becomes more natural to hear it. It's you. So that's one more thing that you need to simply love. Have compassion for the sound of your own voice. Any other parting wisdom?
Be willing to take that step and accept those things that you don't care for. It's those things that's the most important to love and accept, is those things you want to change.
Self-acceptance is a choice. Make the choice and then live the choice. Everybody in the universe is willing to beat you up. You shouldn't be one of the people willing to beat yourself up. You should stop yourself. You're the only person you have control of. Stop yourself from beating yourself up. Correct those tapes. If you write down the noise that's in your head, "I'm a lousy, no good so-and-so," read it. It's objectively not true. And so edit it. Be the copy editor for the rest of your life. Change it. Make the decision and commit. Because self-acceptance is the starting point of everything. It's the starting point of relationships. It's the starting point of satisfying relationships, satisfying love affairs. It's the start of all of it. All right?
Live with intention.
Live with intention. I like to say that life feels like we're just shot out of a pinball. You pull back on that plunger, you let it go, and the ball goes, and then the ball hits the thing, and you go ding, 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 and you hit this thing, ding, 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 and over here, ding, ding, ding. Well, all those little ding, dings, and then the paddles are hitting you. Those are experiences. And the unintentional life is just allowing those experiences and not really thinking about them. But every time something happens to us, what makes us human is that opportunity to pause between the stimulus and the response to that stimulus. We can pause. There's a beautiful discussion we read recently about a woman who's at work, and her two coworkers bail on her. So she's got to do 3 people's work today. Now, one of them bailed on her because she went out drinking and she was just hungover and felt crappy and didn't want to come to work. Now, the other woman had a tragedy in her family. She had to rush to the airport, and in the frenzy of it all, she just forgot to call. The same exact result for the woman who is left at work by herself, but 2 very different choices on how to respond. One is, "Hey, that's not cool." And the other one is, "I'm so sorry for your loss." That proves we have a choice to make. The same exact thing happened to the woman who was left at work. She got left with the burden, but a very different choice is how she responded to this person versus that person. We have the ability to make that choice, and we need to exercise that ability. Hey, thanks for listening. This is Just Be Well. If you like us, let us know. Thanks.